To get over the ball, gets it with the bare hand in between his body, and the throw goes up the line. You see Colt just a little bit worried about that base runner bearing down on him and didn't give his full stretch. Tipped off the end of the glove. But those are the type of plays when Framber pitches, Dan, that you got to make.
Yep.
Limit the base runners. Now he can follow it up with a pretty routine ground ball for a double play.
And that's the beauty of having Framber Valdez.
That's it.
And we talk about that left side of the infield defense. Runner takes off, throw down to second base. Plenty of time. Oh, man. Again, throw is in time. Zach McKinstry could not hang on. The very sure-handed Zach McKinstry. So Oswaldo Cabrera steals second.
Just shows the importance of playing catch. Throw was there. It looks like it hit him in the palm of the glove. By the time he brought it over, now down in the bottom of the web.
Little flip to second base. It is something you know the Tigers are working on with the Framber Valdez because he has been easy to run on in his career. Obviously,
he gets locked into the hitter so much at times. He's just ready to go.
That one is hooking foul. Whoa. Deep down the line. That carried. Almost a home run for Ahmed Rosario. It's just strike two. And they're going to run on him as long as if he doesn't slow them because they want to stay out of the double play.
Yeah.
Which he can routinely get. Softly to third in foul.
A lot of pitchers, even big league pitchers, fall into a rhythm where they kind of come set, they might hold for 1, 2, go to home plate. Come set, hold 1, 2, go to home plate. And big league base runners will pick up on that. And about the time you get 1, almost 2, they just go ahead and take off.
0-2 is down and in.
It's the old UCLA. That's what they used to count it off as, UCLA for pitchers when they come set. It's like back in college. But it still plays in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Because even these guys fall into a rhythm. They want to get that hitter out. They want to attack the strike zone.
And the Tigers are very good, and there goes Cabrera to third, and this time got him. Dylan Dingler's made 2 strong throws. And this time maybe just that one throw to second was enough to shorten the lead of Cabrera, making him an easy out for Dylan Dingler and Kevin McGonigal.
Yeah, his luck ran out. He was lucky to be at first, even luckier to get to second base, and trying to steal third. He really kind of had a flat-footed jump. If you're going to steal third base, you want to get a little more of a momentum lead going.
2 outs in a 2-2 count, and he got him. Oh, that big bender is a thing of beauty. Rosario throws it. And a strong burst for Framber Valdez, helped out by his catcher Dylan Dingler. Watch this.
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feel free, now blow.
New Balance, we got now.
Can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Never.
MLB The Show 26 has more roads to greatness than ever before.
Makes the grab at the wall.
Bringing expanded amateur years, 19 colleges, the chance to leave your legacy at Cooperstown. Captaining your squad through the World Baseball Classic, an action that feels more real than ever. With so many ways to play, you might have to steal time from somewhere else.
Great work, Aaron. He's a little stiff today, no?
MLB The Show 26. Make your mark.
Rated E for everyone.
All of my eyes be praying of failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming to ball. Are you kidding me? Fireworks score! We live for domination.
NBA.
Carpenter in the leadoff spot for the Tigers today. Take a look at that Tigers lineup. A lot of lefties against the righty Cam Schlittler. Torkelson, a late addition to the lineup. Some lower back issues, tight back for Gleyber Torres. Took him out of the lineup, but you see 6 lefties in the lineup today, and that's kind of got a feel of an opening day lineup to it, doesn't it?
That it does, especially against the powerhouse of a right-handed arm. Upper 90s fastball. He'll come right at you.
25-year-old native of Walpole, Massachusetts. He's got a big arm. This guy started at Double-A last year, only had 24 innings above Double-A. So a brief stop at Triple-A before he made it to the major leagues. And he was terrific for the Yankees. 14 starts, an ERA below 3. And then in his first chance at postseason action, no walks, 14 strikeouts, gave up 2 runs in 14 innings. Yeah, I guess he's ready for the big stage.
Well, you'll see his arsenal today in his mound presence. He's not afraid of much. And for a guy that doesn't have as much experience, it just tells you he's got confidence in his stuff. He knows that he throws hard. He's got good stuff to go with it. And you'll watch him walk around the mound. He's got some serious presence about him. He's tall, lanky, hides the ball well.
The 1-2. Ground ball softly to the left side. That's the third baseman, Rosario, fielding it and throwing our Carpenter at first. Take a look at the Yankee defense aligned behind him. Paul DeYoung, non-roster invite now. He's been around for a long time. Caballero likely on the bench. Maybe Rosario as well for the Yankees this year. Dominguez in left. For the reason that he does not have a spot yet is they've always been a little suspect of his defense. And again, not many regulars. Paul Goldschmidt, Gold Glover at first, and Austin Wells. He's good behind the plate. So 1 up, 1 down for Schlittler. It's an average 98 mile an hour fastball like that with a curveball, and he just relentlessly attacks. Curveball, cutter, fastball. Got a good arm. That fastball trended up. He got to the major leagues. He jumped 1.5 miles an hour.
Anytime a guy's upper 90s, that's not just upper 90s, that's upper 90s, right? And he can throw the sinker, the cutter, and the four seam. There's not a hitter on the planet that's like, yeah, I love facing that guy.
Torque fouls it out of play.
See, just when you think that he saw the sinker, and then that one's the cutter. You see how he's just under it because that cutter stays up a little bit more than the sinker that's coming down. Torque doesn't want to get jammed, try to beat it to a spot, and just underneath the cutter. That's why these guys are so tough to square up on the barrel.
The 1-2 in the dirt. It's interesting the players and who they worked out with this winter. So you had Matt Vierling working out with Paul Goldschmidt for the first time. Spencer Torkelson working out. He always works out by himself. Worked out with Alex Bregman at Alex Bregman's invitation this year in Arizona. The 2-2. Ground ball to third. Rosario will scoop it up, flip it across the diamond to get Spencer Torkelson. Spencer's challenge this year has been, how good can I be? Last year, fighting for a job. And this year, after a good year last year, Spencer Torkelson's like, how good can I be? The drive, constant drive to get better. And that's very much the case with all these guys. But Riley Green really went to work. Scott Harris talks about it all the time. How can these guys get better in the offseason when there are no games? And they've got a lot of different ideas. And Riley Green went to work seeing the pitch shapes, because pitching machines have gotten so advanced they give him the most trouble. And then crank the machine up to 11 and see the nastiest version of those pitches. And Riley Green went to work. He said there weren't many easy days in the batting cage.
That's good. Challenge yourself. Because you're going to get challenged by a guy like Schlittler, who's on the bump. He's dialed up to 11 every day he's on the mound. So that machine needs to be dialed up there too.
And it's a matter of learning to lay off certain pitches, like the high fastball, like the low breaking ball. But also he talked about his two-strike approach. I said, what's different? He said, I have one.
That's a start. It's a good start.
And we've seen him go the other way quite a bit. And his two-strike count fouls it out of play.
Well, you see him, he's a little bit shorter with 2 strikes in spring training. A little bit softer with the front side, not trying to jump the ball and just hit it on the pull side or, get his A-hack off.
We've seen him drive the ball right down the left field line, into the left center field gap. He really did, Andy, become much better at learning which pitches to attack and attacking early in the count. He did a lot more damage on the first 2 pitches of an at-bat.
Yeah.
And now for him, it's a matter of, okay, when I get a pitch I know I can drive, I don't have to hit it 5,000 feet. I can go the opposite way and drive it up the gap at 290 feet on a line. And we've definitely seen him work on it this spring. 99 by him. And a 1-2-3 inning for the impressive Cam Schlittler.
Baja Blast Home Runs presented by Mountain Dew. Blacata! This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer.
Okay, so guys, just smile and say, switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get an iPhone 17 on them, no trade-in needed.
Why can't we just say cheese?
Okay, cheese!
Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get a new iPhone 17 on us. No trade-in needed.
The longest this year, 122 miles an hour. Talk about electricity.
Last year's StatCast standouts were off the charts. Who's ready to wow this season? Find out in the 2026 StatCast preview, Wednesday at 9 Eastern on MLB Network.
Young, strong, and courageous, that's how I made it.
Be together. Our core principal mission is to take care of our communities around our ballparks. It's really the legacy in the communities that last forever.
Together.
Welcome back. Gleyber Torres experienced one of the greatest moments of his baseball life when Venezuela beat the USA just 4 days ago. Many of us saw the scene after the fact, at which there was tears rolling down the faces of the players and coaches for Venezuela. I talked to Gleyber today about why that moment really resonated, and he said, as a player growing up, it was really tough. Not a lot of players make it out to be a professional ball player, and I asked where the emotion stems from, and he said, as a country, there was a lot of sad times for Venezuela, and there was not a lot to celebrate. So the fact that they could give the country something they could truly celebrate for the first time, it led to all those tears. Hence why the team stayed up until 6 a.m. together in the hotel the next day. It's clear that win much bigger than baseball, guys.
6 a.m. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Had a good time.
Oh, the Detroit connections, whether it was guys from the past like Eduardo Rodriguez and the start that he made, watching Miguel Cabrera. You talk about animated. They showed him in the 9th inning.
Yeah.
He's just yelling encouragement out to the mound. Cater Montero. Manuel De Jesus had one of the best starts that the WBC has ever seen. And, of course, Gleyber Torres. The joy on their faces after that game. It just, that was good for baseball.
It is.
I mean, it really put a smile on my face and a lot of people's faces, singing in their national anthem at the top of their lungs after the game. These are some of the connections. I just mentioned a few of them. Manuel De Jesus has become kind of the talk of spring. Victor Martinez, assistant manager. Lopez. Carlos Guillen, our Carlos Guillen, not the former player.
Yeah.
Our Carlos Guillen. the media relations coordinator for Team Venezuela. We haven't seen Carlos all spring. We've missed him. He does such a terrific job broadcasting Spanish broadcasts. He created that. Carlos Guillen. There were no Spanish broadcasts of Tigers baseball until Carlos came along. It was 4 games 1 year, and then he just kept doubling the number, and now he does all 81 home games, and he's got a huge following across the nation because there are Tiger fans who want to listen to those Spanish language broadcasts. Diving stop at third by McGonigal starts a 5-4-3 double play. We've been watching him make plays all spring long.
Off Dominguez's bat, this is a hit in the left field, but McGonigal said not today. And the wherewithal to glove it clean, perfect feed to McKinstry to line up the 5-4-3. That's not textbook, Dan. That's spectacular. Does that kid want to play? Does he want to play some baseball?
So all spring, at the start of spring, the questions were his defense, right? Mm-hmm. And then we watched him. It's like there was a game against the Blue Jays. Made 3 nice plays. Like, okay, that was nice. And then as the spring went on, we just kept seeing him make plays, get challenged with the slow roller, the ball up the middle where he had to turn and throw. Whatever it might be, this one's deep to right center. Carpenter over his head. Will play it on a hop. And nobody at second base, but gets the ball in. Wells almost goes deep. It's a double. But as the spring went on, you realize McGonigal could make every play. And he's now made, in the last week or so, incredibly 2 beautiful plays. One in foul territory with the backhand, and that one, 104 off the bat.
Yeah, those base hits left. The key to that play is the jump off the bat from McGonigal. He got a beautiful read. Now Framber's got 2 outs. Got to get to work here. See if he can get it on the ground.
And again, AJ kind of tells you how he uses relievers, who he's going to entrust with the big innings. Defensively, I think he's telling us something with McGonigal has been getting a lot of starts. McGonigal has started, I would say, the majority of games now at third base over the last week. And he has started more games at third base than at short. That one off the wall by a soft in between hot. Javi Baez usually eats that up. I think the softness of the hit might have fooled him just a little bit. I think he would have preferred that be hit harder. That'll be an infield hit for Paul DeYoung.
He's trying to figure out exactly how to play the ball off the bat. He elected to stay back on it with the backhand. Found himself a weird in-between hop and couldn't glove it clean. That's all the footwork on that play, Dan. Got to get the footwork right, try to get around the ball. That's a tough one.
Yep. Sinker up and in on Max Schumann. Remember the A's the last couple of years, hit under 200. Yankees are challenging the call. And this challenge is powered by T-Mobile. This is new for baseball this year. We saw it last spring training. It was a successful challenge. So it's ball 1. So this is what we've been watching. Players are learning the new strike zone. The new strike zone is smaller. Tigers were just not challenging any calls, early, middle, or late. AJ talked to his team about a week or so ago and said it's okay to challenge early. He said it's partly the personalities of the guys on the team.
For sure.
But he wants them to know, if you know the strike zone, that's the requirement. If you know the strike zone, go ahead and challenge in the second or third inning if it's a big moment.
It'll take a little bit for him, too, to your brain to kind of calculate, oh, I can challenge that. Because it moves pretty fast. Like, you got to be ready to do it.
Yep.
Because I'm sure a lot of times by the time the ball hits the catcher's glove, the catcher's throwing it back, and you're like, oh, yeah, I think that was probably a ball. You called it a strike. It's too late.
Too late.
Yep.
Challenges have been overturned about half the time, just a tick over that. Ground ball softly to third. You'll hear a lot of at-bats like that this season. Kevin McGonigal takes care of Max Schumann, but it was early in the inning that he turned this play that made it 2 outs, bases empty.
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feel free, now blow.
New Balance, we got now.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, Dinosaur Parlay.
Okay.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought.
Oh my God.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Lost and found, what's up?
Hey, it's Tarek. I can't find my new Era Cap anywhere.
You said it was a new Era Cap? Lost and found, how can I help you? Hey, it's Corbin Carroll. I have this 940 Apex, can't find it. Performance mesh on the back.
Super lightweight.
940 Apex? Sounds sick. Quick dry and sweatband, snapback closure. Okay, hold on. Nah, man, not seeing it. Hello?
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous. That's how I made it.
The berm is one of the great features in this ballpark at Joker Marchant Stadium. Beautiful day for that. We'll make Sundays a home run with the Meyer Family Fun Day deal for just $79. You get 4 Tigers tickets, 4 dogs, 4 chips, 4 drinks, or upgrade to the new pizza meal for just $10 more. Plus, you can add extra tickets to fit your family size. Andy Dirks would need that. Don't miss out. Visit tigers.com/Sunday for more information.
So many tickets I need.
You got a new one since we were last on together last year.
Yep, little baby Callie.
5 months old now?
5 months. Smiley, she's got cute little dimples.
It's all over for you.
It is. She's hanging out with mom.
Smiling baby with dimples. Look out. Scooped up by Rosario. Keith thrown out at first. So, Andy, as the spring goes on, early in spring, you get a lot of at-bats against guys who might have been an A-ball, double-A last year. You can probably rack up some good numbers. At the end, you're starting to see some of the guys who are going to be in major league rotations, and they're now pitching 5 and 6 innings. Would you want to face a guy like this at the end of spring? Because, okay, this is what I'm going to see in the regular season, or is this the last guy you want to see?
No, I think anytime you can face a guy like this in spring, it's good. Because your eyes are going to have to adjust to that velo and that tempo out of hand quickly.
Arrow takes care of Dylan Digley.
But the more your eyes start tracking balls, the more your brain gets that connection put back into it. That's why you don't like to, in spring training, have a day off, really, too many days off in a row. You want to see as much live pitching as possible. Like whether you're standing in on bullpens, any time you can get your eyes to see balls incoming, because that connection between your brain, if you hadn't seen a live pitch out of a pitcher's hand on a field, it's different. You know, some guys are working in indoor facilities. On a field, with stands and no tunnel, it's completely different.
Kevin McGonigal takes a pitch up and away. This young man just keeps putting together at-bats. I mentioned talking to Larry Boa yesterday. Charlie Manuel, the former Phillies manager, also a special instructor in spring for Philadelphia. Charlie Manuel could hit a little bit. He was a beast over in Japan. His nickname was the Red Devil because he hit 40 home runs a year, 48 one year. He could rake. And I wasn't even talking about Kevin McGonigal, and he said, hey, you're a shortstop. He just kind of nodded his head with a smile. He likes what he sees. And what I think has really impressed people, Andy, he just looks under control the whole time, and you rarely see an off-balance swing.
Yeah, no, he's got a very simple approach, and he can hit the fastball. You're seeing right here, he just saw back-to-back curveballs. There's a reason for that. Because he can smash the heater. And he's got good discipline. He's never off balance. You see even on that curveball there, it's a nice take. He saw it the whole way in. I don't think there's no major adjustment that I see that he's going to have to partake in at the big, like going from the minor leagues to the big leagues as far as his approach at the plate.
We've seen him do this a lot this spring. Working at bat. Fall behind, get the count to 3-2.
There's very few young guys that have, if you watch his head, he doesn't have a ton of head movement, but can still generate a lot of power in his swing.
We have seen some long home runs, 460 and 437.
But you see how still his head is. Once it gets into position, it just goes down and in just a little bit, and then it pretty much remains there throughout the rest of his approach and swing. A lot of young guys, because they're trying to create a little more, because you're not as big and strong when you're 21 as when you're 26, 27. So they're always trying to create a little more power with their body. But his hands are so quick, he doesn't have to.
A little flare will drop into left center. Fought off the 96. Muscled it into left center on a bloop.
And that's just a good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. After going curveball, 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 he's not trying to jump the ball. He's not trying to get the head out and hit a fastball down the right field line. He trusts himself that his hands are quick enough to react to the fastball, which doesn't overexpose him to a breaking ball if he throws it and make him an easy target for a strikeout.
Talking to him earlier this spring, I said, you just recognize pitches well, don't you? And he said, yeah, I've always had that ability. But it gets back to what you're talking about, the still head.
Still head is huge.
He can pick up spin, but even more importantly, it feels like, Andy, he can pick up the movement of the seams on a changeup.
And some of that's just ability.
Yeah.
Like, he's got it. Some guys get it, some guys don't. He's got it.
He's in the right line.
Like, he can see the ball. I've played with a few guys that had it, that could see things that I couldn't see. Like Miguel Cabrera. He could see things that I'd be like, how do you see the cutter? He's like, yeah, his hand's a little bit on the side. I'm like, how do you see that? He just could.
Like 98 average fastball. 101 on Zach McKinstry. Kevin McGonigal remains one of the decisions that has to be made. That's the decision going into camp. It's the decision with a few days to go. Tigers aren't in any hurry to make that announcement.
Well, he's making a case for himself. It just makes it harder every day.
I will tell you.
He starts making diving plays like he did last half, and then he gets a hit with 2 strikes against one of the better arms in the big leagues currently.
Soft tapper. Nice play by Wells. McGonigal gets a hit. The Tigers so far have been shut down by Cam Slipper.
Baja Blast Home Runs presented by Mountain Dew. Blacata! This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer.
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
All of my eyes, we praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming the ball.
Are you kidding me? Fireworks galore!
The 5 Japanese-born players are returning to play in a major league game in front of their nation's fans for the first time.
This is the start of a journey for our team. We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
These Japanese players are showing the kids this can be a dream for you if you want it.
Japan has taken baseball and recreated it in its own image.
Homecoming, the Tokyo Series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
Scoreless to the top of the third inning. We're joined by Tigers manager A.J. Hinch down by the dugout. A.J., this exhibition season began 4 weeks ago. There are always expectations and goals that you have as a manager. There's so much work that goes into the off-season preparation for spring training. What are some of the things that you were thinking about going in, and how have some of the questions that you had or the things that you wanted to accomplish been accomplished over the last 4 weeks?
Yeah. Well, health is number one when you get to spring training, and you also have, a lot of roster spots already taken care of. So, obviously, we wanted to get guys to play together as much as we could. We had the WBC interruption, but all in all, productive camp. We still have today and 2 games in Arizona before we get going.
How have you been able to manage the internal competition that is brewing on this squad? I mean, there's tons of good players, tons of good talent, tough decisions to be made.
Yeah, hard team to make, and it's okay. I mean, that's the point. And I know guys come into camp wanting to, number one, make the team, number two, make a good impression. And it's harder and harder every year because our team's getting better. And that, when you have opportunity at the beginning of the season, these guys lock in the spring.
How about that impression that guy over at third base has been making on you this spring?
Yeah, good player. And he's learning a ton. I mean, we've thrown everything at him. He hasn't backed down. We have not been easy on him, and he's just responded with a very consistent vibe, a very consistent work ethic, and a ton of good performance.
We talk about it all the time, AJ. One of the biggest things for young players to learn, Valdez strikes out Corona to start the third. Sometimes it's that daily routine. What does that look like at the major league level? Fitting into a clubhouse, you talk about that all the time. These are not little things for you as you watch a young player come to the major leagues or trying to judge whether he is ready to come to the major leagues.
Yeah, I think part of it is the baseball stuff. I mean, it's base running, leads, secondary leads, first to third, doesn't want to make a mistake. The other is positioning, Goldschmidt here, he can play a little bit deep, not a great runner, he's going to hook the ball. Other guys, he needs to play a little more shallow. So the nuances of baseball take care of themselves over experience. The fitting in and the attention, the media, the hype, everybody asking him every day if he's comfortable.
Every day.
It's all part of it.
We've been watching him, Max Anderson, this spring. AJ, both have talked extensively about how Tigers staff in the minor leagues has helped them with their pre-pitch, which you talk about a lot, from kind of the normal hop that kids get taught through high school and even college to more of a split-step approach. Both of them feel gets them moving, ready to move in either direction. Alan Trammell's talked about how they have PitchCom now, and now that helps that little added bit of anticipation knowing the pitch. Can you just describe what you've watched with those two and what the staff, your development staff, has done with both of them on the defensive side?
Yeah, you guys probably have a good shot of the double play, but if he doesn't get off the ball, he doesn't catch the ball. If you don't catch the ball, you can't get the double play. So he had to get in a position where he lands at the right time. He breaks off the read that he gets and completes the play. So oftentimes we like the end of plays better than we talk about the beginning of plays, but from PD to the big leagues with Joey and Billy, they're going to lock in on the details that complete the play.
With Framber, you had him a few years ago, and now you get to have him again, which is super exciting, I think, for everybody. Are there any differences, anything, from last time that you were able to manage him to now that you noticed throughout spring?
Well, he drives fancier cars.
Well, that kind of comes with the territory, right? You pitch well enough, long enough, you get some cool cars.
Yeah, it's just not Javi and Glaber anymore. It's JV, it's Framber. I think Torque's probably got a new car by now. So, but it's nice to see him evolve as a pitcher and pound the strike zone. He's working on things today. He wants to, execute a ton, keep the ball on the ground, and we need to be the best team behind them at turning ground balls into outs just like they did.
Javi Baez takes care of him. AJ, thank you so much.
All right, good luck. Yeah.
All right. Tigers manager AJ Hinch. We're scoreless to the bottom of the third.
Lost and found, what's up?
Hey, it's Tarek. I can't find my new air cap anywhere. 940 Apex. It just came out.
940 Apex.
It's super lightweight. Mesh back.
I'm not seeing it, man.
Sorry.
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feels free. Now blow.
New Balance, we got now.
Grabs the rebound, pushes it ahead, finds the open man, he puts it up, scores!
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win. FanDuel, play your game.
MLB The Show 26 has more roads to greatness than ever before.
Makes the grab at the wall.
Bringing expanded amateur years, 19 colleges, the chance to leave your legacy at Cooperstown, captaining your squad through the World Baseball Classic, and action that feels more real than ever. With so many ways to play, you might have to steal time from somewhere else.
Great work, Aaron. He's a little stiff today, no?
MLB The Show 26. Make your mark.
Rated E for everyone.
Obviously, the all-star start to last season had a tough finish. He's put together some decent at-bats this spring. But it really is, I mean, that's still pitches away, whether it's a fastball, whether it's that slider, still giving him trouble. But I think about how the Tigers are going to use Javi Baez this year. Let's say Kevin McGonigal makes this team. I'm really going out on a limb here. Shot up the middle. Kevin McGonigal is going to play a lot. Every day? Well, mostly every day. But they're aware that the most he's played in the minor leagues in a season is 88. So, but what the roster that looks like AJ is building has so much flexibility built in. And again, we are seeing him play a lot at third. But it still feels like to me, Andy, that the best use of Javi Baez is in the middle of the infield, and he'll play some second as well from time to time. Also center field, but to continue to move him around like they did last year. Bunt by Meadows and a nice play by Rosario. He was ready for it, but I like the attempt by Parker Meadows.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Just didn't quite get it down the line far enough. You see Rosario playing in. And if he's going to get that for a hit, it's got to be down the line a little bit further. Yep. You always say fair or foul on the one for the hit. But nevertheless, you got to try, and that's how you get better at working that small ball game.
Going to the books, he was bunting for a base hit. Going to the books as a sacrifice. Gets Baez down into second base in scoring position for Kerry Carpenter. But it does feel like with McGonigal, he clearly is going to play some third, if not a lot of third. At short, McKinstry's going to play short, Baez is going to play short, but it still feels like the best use of number 28 is a guy who's going to move around a little bit and not be necessarily an everyday guy.
Yeah, and that's where having a flexible DH really helps. If you need to give a guy like Gleyber Torres a day off, Javi can slide over, and that DH spot is going to be a constant evolution of different guys rolling through it, which I think plays well if you have a squad that has enough depth like this squad does.
Carpenter swings and fouls the cutter back.
Because you never want to, have to use a DH and feel like, well, there would be better options if we just played our everyday guy, for instance. And on this squad, it can be a revolving enough door. And the way AJ likes to use pinch hitters, he can use that DH spot as leverage for later in the game and bring a guy off the bench. There's so many options with this ball club. If McGonigal plays third, that opens up more options.
He's been really getting a long look before Gleyber Torres came back at the McKinstry, Baez, McGonigal, second, short, third in some combination. He's gotten a good look at that for the last week or so, 3 different days. And it's pretty clear if Javi's going to be on defensively on the infield, he wants him up the middle. because that's where he is most valuable.
I agree.
And he is still, the numbers say fine at short. He's better than fine at short. He is still a premium shortstop, in my view, defensively.
Yep, he's got all the baseball instincts. He's got the arm. And he's such a good athlete. Like, anytime you have an athlete of that caliber, it's really tough to just place him on the corners. Not saying guys on the corners aren't.
Right.
But you just, like the transition he made to center field, I mean, he's so smooth. Very elegant up the middle.
It was kind of amazing. Think back a year ago. He wasn't 5th on the depth chart for center field. He wasn't on the depth chart for center.
No center field for Hobby. And he became, literally, they just put him out there, and he's basically a Gold Glove caliber center fielder. That's how good a baseball player he is.
And that's why there is still great value. Yes, we know there were struggles in the second half offensively. There is still great value in having that guy on your roster. And A.J. Hinch has incredible flexibility with his defensive positioning and the moves that he wants to make in game. Carpenter grounded out first time up, grounded out to third. That at bat, Rosario was shaded much more up the middle. He hits that same ground ball. It'll be a single. Instead, it's in the air to right, and it's deep. Playable for Schumann. Boy, ball felt like it got knocked down. He was ready to go back a little further, and then he had to come in to make the catch at the last moment. Long battle, 7 pitches. Carpenter flies out to right for the second out. Baez is at third for Spencer Torkelson with 2 outs here in this third inning. Scoreless game with the Yankees. AJ says he just doesn't look at any spring numbers really for anybody because they're, again, judging the at-bats a whole different way. Torque's 7 for 31 with a couple of home runs. But I think he's pretty happy with the way the ball's coming off the bat right now.
Yeah, I think for Torque, it's usually a combination of attacking the right pitches and him feeling confident that he can hit the ball back through the middle of the field, use the big part of the field. And once those two elements line up, he usually does a lot of damage.
Really felt, remember, it wasn't a change in his swing. It was more change in where he's thinking about hitting the ball last year.
Directional path.
It was a little bit of a setup change, but it was thinking line drive.
Aggressive back through the big part of the field. And that keeps him on pitches. And, you know, Torques always kind of runs into that, wanting to do a little more damage on the pull side. Because you don't always see the results right away when you're trying to hit it to the big part of the field, but it gets your swing on plane. It gets the path working the right way. And then when they do make a mistake, you can really knock the cover off it. And it's trusting that as you're going through. And it's the constant battle every hitter has when they step to the plate.
Such an important big bounce back season for him. Last year, a year ago, he still was battling for a spot.
Which speaks to his character. You know, he could have easily been like, well, there it was. Woe is me, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't. He came into spring last year, stepped it up, kept working hard, and he continues to do that.
I would say the majority opinion was that he was not a long shot, but the odds were better that somebody else was going to be playing first base at the end of spring.
Absolutely.
Going into spring training. Waiting on a 3-1 here from Cam Schlittler. They're starting to at least now extend some at-bats. He had a lot of quick, easy at-bats early. Carpenter just saw 7 pitches. Torque is going to see at least 6. Tigers saw Cam Schlittler last September. He shut them down. 1 run on 5 hits with 7 strikeouts in his 6 innings of work. Softly to Rosario. He's been busy today. Big hop, and he takes care of Torkelson. The ground ball single for Baez. He's stranded at third for scoreless after 3.
Baja Blast Home Runs presented by Mountain Dew. Blacata. This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer. we praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just God is my witness. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming the ball.
Are you kidding me? Fireworks score!
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
It has been far too long, and it is officially baseball season again.
It's the best day of the year.
It's showtime.
It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
How much fun is he to watch?
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball.
He's batting in the fourth inning against Framber Valdez, making his final start of the spring. Take a look at this staff, and it's gone from, they had a few pitchers that were ground ball guys a few years ago. Now it's really Framber Valdez, because Casey Mize, no longer a ground ball pitcher. Jack Flaherty, Justin Verlander have always been fly ball guys. Terry Scoople's kind of league average in ground balls. So this is your one ground ball pitcher in your starting rotation. And that's why we talked about the importance of the left side of the infield. The best defenders that AJ has. That's a fair ball into the corner off the bat of Ahmed Rosario. Chased down by Riley Green. Rosario will check in at second base. Line drive double to start the fourth inning.
They jumped the breaking ball, kept it fair. Nice piece of hit. Keep the hands inside far enough to hit it on the line.
That's not easy to do, is it?
No, a lot of those balls you'll see hit foul. They'll get out in front of it. They'll hit a little weak ground ball over towards their dugout. But that's waiting back on it. Staying inside of it.
So the fact that Kevin McGonigal is playing third base today with Javi Baez at short, this is A.J. Hinch saying, these are my two best defenders. Feels like to me, Andy, that I have right now at third and at short because he wants his best two with Framber Valdez on the mound.
Are you saying actions speak louder than words sometimes? Because the words, they can't say so many words.
Right.
Currently.
Sounded like he broke his bat, a soft pop-up off the bat of Grichuk into center field. Meadows takes care of him for the first out of the fourth.
So you're judging by actions.
I'm judging by actions.
That with McGonigal playing third and Javi over there, because we know that Framber, with all the ground balls you get, you have to make the plays.
You have to.
And if you make the plays, his outings will go very well. But you start booting the ball around, not playing catch, that's where he can get in some trouble.
Tigers' infield defense was okay last year, but coaches talk, whether it was Trammell or Joey Cora this spring, it needs to be better. They work very hard at it. That ball is going to drop in front of Riley Green. Rosario didn't read that well, but he could have been easily off of that pitch. But he waited for that ball to drop. That's a little break for the Tigers. Jason Dominguez, who again doesn't have a spot on this roster. He's a good hitter. Still young, too. Singles to put runners at the corners. But the Tigers, there's a big emphasis going into spring, making that left side of the infield defense better. All infielders. And we've seen big improvements from Max Anderson and Kevin McGonigal. But there's so much work that goes into it in the spring. It's Camp Joey over there in the morning. Billy Boyer, Alan Trammell, Joey Cora, just firing ground balls at these guys every single day. A bunt, and that's a good one. Really nice bunt by Wells, the catcher, to get Rosario home. And the Yankees take a 1-0 lead, playing a little small ball with the guy who's known for his power.
Yeah, they're just trying to get one on the board here. Because with Colt Keith holding the runner on, there's no way that's ever going to be a hit. Turns it into a safety squeeze. Try to scratch a run. Against a ground ball pitcher, first and third, and you can't run very well, you don't want to hit into a double play.
That's right.
Is what Austin Wells decided. No, I'm not going to hit a ground ball to shortstop here.
That's smart
Framber.
baseball.
I'm going to bunt and get the run in instead of being a casualty for 2 outs with 1 swing.
Yeah, so you'll see stuff like that, and that's something that we'll probably see a lot during the season. Guys taking off when they're on first base to stay out of the double play because he does not hold runners well.
Yeah.
And guys who are bunting to stay out of the double play when they know they can get a run home. Smart baseball. That's a guy who can hit the ball a long way, and he can get the ball in the air, but he knows that he probably can't lift this guy's arsenal. Any one of those pitches into the air. Paul DeYoung takes a strike. Challenge for DeYoung. Yankees successful on the only other challenge so far, and they are now 2 for 2. So the system is very simple. You get 2 challenges, and you get to keep your challenges as long as you are successful in your challenges. Who do you think's better, Andy? Batters or defenders, meaning mostly catchers, right? Pitchers can too, but who do you think's better at challenging, at least so far this spring?
I mean, catchers you'd think just without question are going to be better.
And they are. Way better. DeYoung grounds out. Yankees take the lead. Riley Green coming up when we come back.
Grabs the rebound, pushes it ahead, finds the open man, he puts it up, scores!
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win. FanDuel, play your game.
MLB The Show 26 has more roads to greatness than ever before.
Makes the grab at the wall.
Bringing expanded amateur years, 19 colleges, the chance to leave your legacy at Cooperstown, captaining your squad for the World Baseball Classic, and action that feels more real than ever. With so many ways to play, you might have to steal time from somewhere else.
Great work, Aaron. He's a little stiff today, no?
MLB The Show 26. Make your mark.
Rated E for everyone.
Lost and found, what's up?
Hey, it's Tarek. I can't find my new Air Cap anywhere. 940 Apex. It just came out.
940 Apex.
It's super lightweight.
Mesh back.
I'm not seeing it, man. Sorry.
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feel free. Now blow.
New Balance, we got now.
This Tokyo series is a way to showcase.
Tigers bat in the bottom of the 4th inning. Yankees with the early 1-0 lead. Heart of the order, Green, Keith, and Dingler to face Cam Schlittler. We were talking earlier, Andy, about Riley Green and the fact that he now has a 2-strike approach. As you said, step 1 to developing a 2-strike approach, have one. And he joked about it earlier this spring. But one of the other things he was talking about, Andy, is when he had Jared Goodwin, his hitting coach, crank up the machine and, fire high fastballs, have him look away. Okay, I'm going to readjust the machine. Now look up, and I'm going to fire a high fastball or a nasty breaking ball, the pitches that he would chase. Learning not to chase those pitches, but also the ability to foul some of those pitches off to extend an at-bat. He feels like is going to help immensely this year in terms of extending an at-bat and being more productive, less swing and miss.
Getting to the next pitch. Every time a pitcher has to throw another pitch, there's a chance for a mistake. And as a hitter, if you can get rid of some of his really tough pitches, even if you get down in the count like he is here,
laid off a pitch,
lay off the tough breaking ball, right?
Pitch that he chased a lot.
And now the pitcher has to deliver another quality pitch. And pitchers are humans. You make them deliver enough quality pitches, eventually they screw a few up, right? And that's the hope as a hitter. If you can get to the next pitch, whether you foul off a tough fastball or lay off a low breaking ball. And then now he's another pitch where if he swings at that curveball 0-2, now Schlittler didn't have to throw these next 2 pitches. Now Riley's still in a spot that potentially he can hang a breaking ball. Something can happen to get a decent piece.
Ball's behind 0-2, lays off a pitch that he used to chase. And he will again, but he didn't chase. Fouls one off. Now, like you said, he's extended the at-bat by at least 3 pitches.
And then you'll get some big misses that are easy takes, and now that's how you go deeper into accounts. And it's not there's no perfection here. It's just little improvements, like 1 pitch. Oh, that's a win. You lay off that tough breaking ball down, that's a huge win.
Now he's going to see at least 7 pitches.
And then he'll learn as he continues with, learning his 2-strike approach, is you're not always just in full defensive mode and just trying to foul pitches off, right?
Right.
And that's something that he'll continue to grow into. It's like, okay, I laid off that one. Now I'm in 2-2. I can maybe let it go a little bit here.
Grounds to first, but that's a good at-bat.
Yeah, against the quality arm. Progress. Because that really compounds when you get runners on base, too. You don't want to get the runner out there at second base with 2 outs and boom, boom, boom.
You're fouling off pitches. That guy's
put
like,
a ball in play.
I've got to make a nastier pitch.
How many times you see it? It's late in the game. There's a runner at second, third, and a ground ball's hit. And it doesn't quite get played right. The guy ends up scoring a run. Like that contact can play.
We've heard a lot about Riley Green's strikeouts leading the league last year. Believe me, he knows that he went to work. But let's not forget what he did at age 24.
I do not want him to ever be defensive as a hitter because he's got too much power. I want him to stay aggressive. And that 2-strike approach, he'll learn it. Like, okay, now I'm back to 2-2. I might open it up a little bit. Let it eat.
Look at that list right there. That's impressive. To do what he did at age 24 in his age 24 season, he's had back-to-back 800 OPS seasons by 24. These are all good signs. But 36 home runs, 111 RBIs. Let's not let that be overshadowed. And, by the way, stayed healthy for a full season.
I would take the same Riley Green from last year this year.
Yeah.
Personally. There's not many guys in the league like that. But as always, it's always like, how can you get better? How can you get better?
And believe me, he wants to be even better.
But there's certain qualities that make players good. And you never want to lose those, trying to morph into something that you're really not. Let the strengths play. He's got tons of backside pop. He can hit the ball over the left field fence. He can hit it over the center field fence. I've seen him he takes that breaking ball down and away and even get us out of his legs. He's got such strong wrists and hands and hit a ball off the left center field wall. There's not many humans on the planet that are doing that.
No.
He's one of them. He's a very special guy.
What was that home run in Sacramento last year? 469 or 470?
Yeah. I mean, that's incredible pop, especially last year. He's only 24 years old. That kind of power is unique.
Yeah, went over the batter's eye, which is about 100 feet tall in Sacramento. Ooh, Colt Keith. Takes close pitch, draws a walk. So the Tigers, these first 4 batters' second trip through the order against Cam Schlittler have all seen at least 6 pitches. In their trips to the plate, Colt Keith draws a walk on pitch number 7. Pitch to Dylan Dingler, low and away. A core of young hitters. Tigers had 6 hitters, 27 years old or younger last year, who all improved in one way or another. Even though the numbers did drop for Kerry Carpenter, he did set a new personal best with 26 home runs. Over half of their at-bats were by players 26 years old or younger. And I think down the stretch, I mean, you heard it, that maybe we were just seeing some young at-bats as the league adjusted to a team that had gotten much better hitting the fastball they saw fewer fastballs. Down the stretch, they got pitched tougher. This fly ball to center field, handled by Corona for the second out here in the fourth. That'll leave it up to Kevin McGonigal.
Yeah, it's the cat and mouse game as you go navigate a season. And these hitters are very talented. That's one of the keys. You can't replace talent. And this Tigers squad of hitters has shown that they are extremely talented. And now they just keep refining their approach, and they're going to score a lot of runs.
Aaron Boone is going to make a change. Schlittler out. Tigers trying to get on the board here in the fourth.
Baja Blast home runs presented by Mountain Dew. Blacata. This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer. All of my eyes, we praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped, just got us more winners. We cannot be finished, we won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block, we double the pop, we coming the ball. Are you kidding me? Fireworks score!
So guys, just smile and say, switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get an iPhone 17 on them, no trade-in needed.
Why can't we just say cheese?
Okay, cheese.
Now you can switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get a new iPhone 17 on us. No trade-in needed.
The 5 Japanese-born players are returning to play in a major league game in front of their nation's fans for the first time.
This is the start of a journey for our team. We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
These Japanese players are showing the kids this can be a dream for you if you want it.
Japan has taken baseball and recreated it in its own image.
Homecoming, the Tokyo series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
Kevin McGonigal's been seeing some really tough arms. Teams starting to make pitching changes now to go left on left. Brent Hedrick is the new pitcher. Check swing on the appeal. Strike one on Kevin McGonigal. Injury shortened season. This guy looks like he could still help. Prodigious strikeout rate in the minor leagues. McGonigal quickly falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. Kevin McGonigal can hit lefties. He did through the minor leagues. He's just better against righties, but very productive against lefties. Pops this one up. Playable by home plate. Wells takes care of McGonigal, who singled his first time up. Walking no more for the Tigers. We head to the 5th. Yankees on top by 1.
Can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Never.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay.
Okay.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought.
Oh, my God.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Lost and found. Hey, it's Corbin Carroll. Corbin Carroll? Yeah, I lost my new Era Cap. 940 Apex. It's really lightweight. It's got performance mesh in the back, quick dry and sweat band. Nah, man, sorry. Not seeing it. Hello?
Shake it time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feel free. Now blow.
New Balance we got now.
Miss out on any of the action and subscribe to Detroit Sports Net right now. The Tigers' 2026 regular season is about to start as they kick things off this week against the San Diego Padres and Arizona Diamondbacks. And this is your last chance to get the first 5 games on us when you subscribe today. Don't miss a second of the action and go to DetroitTigers.com/Detroit Sports Net to learn more and subscribe today. QR code, there it is.
There it is. Put your phone up to the screen. Softly in there to right. Kerry Carpenter makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Framber Valdez final start. You would think they would like to get him 6 ups today. Pitch count is a big part of whether he will get there. 52 pitches through 4.
He's pretty efficient.
Scuba was out at 75 yesterday. You would certainly think Framber Valdez, if you can have a quick inning here, comes out for the 6th and maybe even pitches through 6. But that 6th up in your last start is a big deal. Softly to the right side, but past a diving Zach McKinstry, shaded way up the middle. Kennedy Corona with a little chopper through the infield.
Yeah, he hit it in the right spot.
Sure did.
Kind of a couple hop ground ball, squeaking through the 4-hole. I always liked hits like that. Put a little contact on it. Just got him in the right spot. So you don't always have to hit it overly hard, Dan, to get a hit in the book.
Yeah, and that's going to be goes into the books as a hard hit ball off of Framber Valdez because it left the bat at 102. But when you make that batter beat it into the ground 10 feet from home plate,
it doesn't look nearly 102.
It's not quite the dangerous ball that 102 in the air might be. Hard hit rates can tell a story for sure about a pitcher. And he's got a high hard hit rate against, but when it's on the ground, it's not quite the same, is it?
Especially when it doesn't really leave the dirt circle before it hits the ground.
Tiger fans are going to like watching this guy pitch. And he just picked off Corona. Got him. Nice throw from Keith down to McKinstry.
Corona starts getting the happy feet, and Framber just sees it coming and just does a read move, which is pretty rare in today's game. Saw him getting excited over there and just stepped to first and through. Well done. That takes some wherewithal.
Again, he's been easy to run on in his career. You can just about guarantee the Tigers are going to
figure out ways to help it.
Yeah. There are different ways you can do it, right?
Well, like you said, anytime a guy's a ground ball guy, they're going to want to run more.
Yeah.
Because it keeps you out of the double play.
Curveball. How about that for an efficient inning? He just threw 6 pitches. Faced the minimum 3. What a
Baja Blast home runs presented by Mountain Dew. Blacata. This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer. All of my eyes be praying on failure. We put in the work, our hands in the dirt. We knocking down all of the barriers. We cannot be stopped. Those guys my winners. We cannot be finished. We won't be diminished at all. We spinning the block. We double the pop. We come in the ball.
Are you kidding me? Fireworks score!
Everyone has free offers on the latest phones, but T-Mobile gives you a lot more. T-Mobile families save over $3,700 versus the other big guys. And our experience plans include amazing benefits, plus our 5-year price guarantee. Switch to T-Mobile and save on a big scale.
This Tokyo series is a way to showcase what baseball means to Japan.
We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
All of Japan will say they were at this game.
Homecoming, the Tokyo Series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
Never bitches, that's how I made it.
One of the statues here at, oh, wait a minute, he's alive.
That's risky business there. You scare the wrong person, you get popped in the nose.
He scared me more than once.
Did he?
Yeah.
Don't you know by now?
You'd think.
I mean, but your brain just says statue. Then all of a sudden he moves, and you're like, that's not a statue.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good paint job. I'll give you that.
Yeah, where do you even find paint like that?
Fromber threw 5 today. 1 run on 6 hits. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Andy, that curveball, and again, he throws it different ways. He can manipulate that pitch. It's just a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that backdoor curveball is one of his better pitches. Goes to against righties, gets him to freeze. It's interesting. He starts on the third base side of the rubber as a lefty, and he can get that ball to come out of his hand. It looks like he's selling that thing to the backstop from a hitter.
Casting it out there.
Yeah, and then it just gets enough spin on it to bring it back over the plate. It's an impressive pitch.
Paul Goldschmidt was turning and walking back to the dugout. That pitch was halfway to home.
And that's a guy who's raked lefties his whole career, and he knows that he's got a backdoor breaking ball.
Yeah.
Don't give up on it, but you can't. It's hard to tell your brain to not give up on something that literally looks like he's throwing it to the backstop. And it just slams on the brakes, and here it comes down into the strike zone.
Ryan Yarbrough, he's been around for a while. You talk about a guy who has that pitching ability. Ryan Yarbrough's not going to throw real hard. Never has. But he can still pitch. 64 innings in a swing role with the Yankees last year. Long time with Tampa Bay. And he can get swing and miss, too. With a fastball that's never been much more than 90. Little jam job. Pop fly will drop for Zach McKinstry.
McKinstry ready to hit right out the gate. Gets jammed a little bit, but puts a good enough swing on it to get enough line drive trajectory to get a leadoff man aboard for the Tigers. I always like to get in the leadoff man aboard. Well, most good innings start with something like that. Get the leadoff guy out there on them sacks. Follow it up with a couple good at-bats, and you'll have a run.
Ground ball, and that will be not in time. Oh, I thought they had turned the double play. Nicely started by Caballero, the shortstop. Simple force at second base. 6-4 put out for the first out. Bang, bang at first.
Probably had a knock up the middle earlier in the game, but they were playing him a little more up the middle against the lefty. Good job beating it out at first to extend the inning a little bit. You hate rolling into a double play right after you get the leadoff man on.
Matt Vierling will pinch hit for Parker Meadows. The terrific spring he has had. One of the big developments of this camp, or at least one of the best things we've seen in camp, a healthy Parker Meadows and a healthy Matt Vierling. Don't forget how valuable both of them were. Baez takes off. Looked like he got a good jump. Throw will not be in time.
That's what you call stealing it on the pitcher. Look how quick Javi goes. The big leg kick doesn't give the catcher much of a chance to get it down to second in time.
One the count on Matt. He's had a good spring, really right from the start. All that work with Paul Goldschmidt paying off. Anthony Sanders is the new Tigers first base coach, replacing Anthony Iapoce, and man, they rave about him. Tigers base running was excellent last year. They didn't steal many bases. Parker Meadows says, this guy has helped me understand how to steal a base, but all the work that has to go into it. Reading a pitcher's move. I mean, Javi Baez just went first move here on the lefty, Yarbrough. But I think that addition of Anthony Sanders is going to make a big difference in an area where the Tigers didn't do much last year, steal a base.
Yeah, and it's a good skill to be able to have. And we see that across the league, more and more teams are utilizing stolen bases to score more runs. And that really pays dividends when you're playing in big series against tough opponents, like in that October-ish time frame.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a stolen base be the difference in a series?
Because it's hard to string together 3 hits.
It is.
90 feet running the bases, an extra 90 feet, or 90 feet stealing a base. Tigers had great base running numbers last year with very middle-of-the-pack average team speed, very average. But they really applied the aggressiveness and the technique and the just willingness to go on the base paths. Well, you can do the same thing stealing a base.
Yeah, pick your times. If you understand situations and which guys are better to run on than others.
High in the air to left field, deep, but playable for Dominguez. Javi's going to tag and go to third, and he'll run on Dominguez all day long. Deep fly ball advances Baez. Again, the Tigers have a potential, in this case, tying run at third base. They stranded a runner at third in the third inning. They stranded Javi Baez at third. And now Kerry Carpenter will try to tie it up or give the Tigers a lead. Two outs, man on third. Kerry Carpenter takes the pitch away. 8 seasons in the major leagues for Yarborough. Is expected to be part of the Yankees bullpen. Again, long time with Tampa. Recent years, he's been well traveled from Kansas City to the Dodgers to Toronto to New York in the last 3 years. It's amazing. His fastball's never averaged more than 88, but he knows how to keep hitters off balance.
Yeah, he kind of short arm. A little deceptive. That 88 plays up a little bit. Coming out of the slot he throws it from. Mixes it up with a sweeper.
Base hit, ties it up. Good at bat for Kerry Carpenter. Sharp single to right center. He wants more at-bats against lefties this year.
Yeah, he lays off that first pitch sweeper of the first pitch of the at-bat, gets the sinker down in the zone. Nice job staying through it. See how he stays inside the ball? That allows him to hit a line drive instead of a ground ball. And that's good, left on left. A lot of times hitters want to cast the bat out a little bit and pound it into the ground. Shows you that approach was on point.
Kerry Carpenter feels like he never had his swing last year. He never felt comfortable at the plate, and he doesn't blame it on the repeated hamstring injuries. You have to feel that was a part of it. But he found it in the postseason. And he said, once I found it, was feeling comfortable, now I'm seeing the ball better. And that led to an incredibly productive postseason, including a left-on-left home run. And I think he is just kind of quietly fired up about what this season might hold for him. He wants to get back to being that 900 OPS guy. He did not have a bad year last year, even though the on-base plus slugging, remember league average 720-ish, fell quite a bit. He did hit 26 home runs. This is shallow into left center, digging hard. Corona makes the catch. Torkelson flies out. Carpenter's 2-out single ties it up. We head to the 6th in a 1-1 game.
Can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Never.
NBA, always something different.
All night, every night.
Nailed it.
Damn good.
Bucket.
Bucket.
Oh, get that out of here.
Yes!
Boom.
Bang! Count it.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Spring Breakout is back. Don't miss the Major League stars of the future.
How about 101, 101, 102? Yep, it's a showcase.
And current stars of minor league baseball as they go head-to-head representing their Major League affiliate from March 19th through March 22nd.
Anthony, Campbell, and Meyer all going deep.
Tickets broadcast in
Bullseye. See you. This is elite blocking right here. Keep that ball in front.
Got him! Oh, Dylan Dingler on the prowl.
I mean, that's fun to watch.
There's just a certain level of confidence that young man takes behind the plate every day. And listen to you and Jason talk about him. He did everything well last year. It was the framing, it was the blocking, it was stopping the running game and throwing base runners out. Absolutely deserved that Gold Glove.
He was built to be a catcher. You know, you walk up next to that guy in the clubhouse, his calm demeanor.
The calm demeanor just radiates off him, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's just a solid human being to have as the backstop in an organization that's got a very good pitching staff. But the maturity level of him coming in last year blew my mind. You know, guy's first real full season in the big leagues. And the way he handled himself.
Rogers gets hurt early. Now he's catching Tarek Skubal. Nothing fazed him.
Nothing. And he's got a rocket for an arm. And he's not afraid to block. Those two things help a lot. So he was throwing guys out last year that, you know, you can kind of tell when a guy takes off if you're watching the ball game.
You're like,
he got a good jump.
Yeah,
he's
he got
safe.
a good jump.
And then boom, right on the bag. It's like, are you kidding? How do you throw that guy out?
You know, his pop time was average, but the ball out of his hand in terms of arm strength was 2 miles an hour faster, ball out of hand, than the next best catcher behind the plate.
Yeah, that's incredible. I'm telling you, he's got an absolute hose back there. I've seen a lot of guys throw from behind home plate. That's one of the better ones I've ever seen.
And what it led to was teams just stopped running.
Yeah, run at your own peril.
The attempts against the Tigers were very low.
Yeah.
And think about it, Andy, all that was on his plate when he debuted at the end of July in 2024, he really wanted to make sure he was getting the catching part of it right. Calling a game planning, understanding all those things. It suffered at the plate as a result. And then he picks it up at the plate while getting better and better at the game planning, handling his staff. There's so much that goes into that. Just look at some of those numbers. The innings caught, second most. Caught stealing rate, number 1. And that arm strength was impressive. Again, it leads to teams just not even bothering to run. To third, McGonigal will start his second 5-4-3 double play of the game. This one a little more routine, but there's never a routine play, right? Until you make it.
This is what Framber does. He gets the ball on the ground. McGonigal knows he has time. Nice feed, McKinstry with the quick throw to first. But that's good, you know, for a guy that's young over at third base to understand the assignment. Get your footing under you, make a good feed. You got plenty of time. The ball's hit hard.
Remember how Placido Polanco would just never make an error?
I do remember that.
I remember asking him about that. He said Jose Akendo is the one who told him there's no such thing as a routine ground ball. And Kevin McGonigal is going to take care of all 3 outs in this inning. Richard grounds out. McGonigal so strong defensively at third.
Lost and found, what's up?
Hey, it's Tarek. I can't find my new era cap anywhere.
You said it was a new era cap? Lost and found, how can I help you? Hey, it's Corbin Carroll. I had this 940 Apex, can't find it. Performance mesh on the back.
Super lightweight.
940 Apex? Sounds sick. Quick dry and sweatband, snapback closure. Okay, hold on. Nah, man, not seeing it. Hello?
Baja Blast Home Runs presented by Mountain Dew. Placata! This MLB season, when a home run clears 420 feet, fans can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer.
Shake it, time and ring it, go and get yourself a whistle and blow. I just wanna holler when my soul feels free. Now I'm
New Balance, we got now.
Spring Breakout is back. Don't miss the Major League stars of the future.
How about 101, 101, 102? Yep, it's a showcase.
And current stars of minor league baseball as they go head-to-head representing their Major League affiliate, March 19th through March 22nd.
Anthony, Campbell, and Meyer all going deep.
Tickets, broadcast information, and more can be found at MLB.com/springbreakout.
Flex plans are now available for the 2026 season. Pick the games that best fit your schedule. The more games you pick, the more incentives you unlock. Build your perfect season today at tigers.com/flex.
A ticket department, you want to put together a package? Truly, this has been true through the years. You don't have to buy the big package, and whatever plan fits you.
Customized.
That's
awesome.
Always appreciated that. Big thing that's changed since my early days. Partial package, what? No.
Pitch was scoreboard. Catcher is challenging.
Felix Neon is our home plate umpire. Has been overturned twice today.
Call is overturned. New York has 2 challengers remaining.
Close. It is
again,
a strike.
Just remember, the strike zone is going to be smaller this year at the top. And there is a .22 margin of error. The Hawkeye system is not, shockingly, perfect, drawing lines in thin air. So if you see a call overturned, that one looked like it probably was in the margin of error. I think this is going to be the frustrating part for umpires. I had umpires tell me last year that in the minor leagues, a guy would have 7 or 8 calls overturned, and the total margin over those 7 calls was like 2 inches.
Yeah.
Was he really having a bad night?
And some days there's just way more borderline calls than others,
right.
too. Like, you got to take some things into consideration.
It is not going to be easy for umpires, given how the strike zone has been redefined.
But I don't think it's always a reflection on if the umpire is doing great or not. I think it's just...
No, but if you've had a lot of overturned calls, you're going to feel it, even if your misses are tiny. Jahmai Jones swings and fouls it straight back.
So it's kind of like when a hitter has a lot of good at-bats, but not a lot to show for it. The media is still going to ask you what's wrong.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I don't know. I put together like 25 out of 30 good at-bats. I got 2 hits to show for it.
What's wrong? I don't know. I actually feel
Go ask the
really
baseball.
Good. The 1-2 to Jones. Cutter misses away.
Well, what's wrong is they put these defenders out there. Why would they do that? These guys out here are athletic, diving, making plays all over the place.
You always felt like there should be one fewer guy out there.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense. The shortstop is where they should have never put him in. Just first, second, third. One guy to cover each bag.
Right. One guy for each bag.
Yep.
Seems like the right thing to do.
You have to bring that guy named shortstop in, and he's always a pretty good athlete.
Irritating for your
So
hitter,
irritating.
Right? Even a lefty. Jones waiting on a 3-2. 1-1 game in the 6th. Takes it off the plate and in. I was waiting for it.
That was about the same spot, wasn't it?
I was waiting for
See, this is where it
challenge.
gets really tricky. One good thing that happens, though, is the pitcher can't look at the home plate umpire like, what's wrong with you anymore, you know? Because now it's like, well, challenge it. If you don't like it, challenge it.
If you don't like it, challenge.
You can. Obviously, you didn't think it was a strike that much.
Mentioned earlier, I asked you who's better, the batter or the catcher? Again, pitchers can challenge too, but it's mostly catchers, right? Who's better, the catcher or the hitter this spring at challenging calls? Who's had the higher success rate? And you immediately said catchers.
Got to be catchers.
Yeah. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Again, this is spring training, but these numbers will probably hold through the season.
I agree.
45% of challenges by hitters successful, overturned. 59% for catchers. And catchers have been working I mean working on the backfields here, all around the league, at catching glide BPs and understanding the TrackMan's on. It's like, where's that? I've got that as a strike. Correct. I got that outside. Correct. Because the strike zone is different. The strike zone is smaller. We will see more walks this year. We are going to see a lot more walks. And I talked about the job of the umpire. The umpire's job has gotten tougher because there are no points of reference for them when that hitter steps in the batter's box. What does that mean? The strike zone has been when the hitter's in his ready hit position, basically just below the lead elbow and the hollow of his knee. So they had a reference point. Now it's, I have to understand what 27% of his height is for the bottom and 53.5% for the top. Base hit into right for Cole Keith. Jahmai Jones heading to third. Throw well offline. Keith will go down to second. Got him. Oh, man, that's a fine play by Rosario at third to fire down to the shortstop Caballero to get Cole Keith after the throw from right was way offline.
Yeah, after Colt bangs it into right, he sees the throw. There's no cutoff man going to be involved in that, but nice job by Rosario. As soon as he knows there's no play at third, he goes and cuts the ball off and gets it over to shortstop real quick.
I like the aggressiveness, though, of Cole Keith. Runner at third, one out, draws the infield in tight for Dylan Dingler. Dylan Dingler not only wins the Gold Glove, he hits .278 in a league where, remember, league-wide batting average has fallen to just above .240. How did he do that? A lot of line drives. He just sprayed line drives all over the place, and he maintained that high line drive rate, which is a really nice thing to have as a hitter. You have a high line drive rate, you can have a lot of success hitting for average, because whether a line drive is hit hard or whether it's hit soft, they generally fall for hits. Hitters hit right around 700 every year when they put a line drive in play. That number has stayed very steady through the years. Dylan Dingler made huge strides, and it was led by that line drive rate. Pops this one up. Will it be deep enough? If Dominguez makes the catch, you'll see a tag. Jones coming home, and he scores easily. That's where the center fielder has to take the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. If you know that a guy's got a lesser arm, you don't let him catch it.
Tigers take the lead on a deep enough fly ball.
Yeah, center fielder's got to take charge. Now, whoever's got the strongest arm is the one who should take that ball. And we know that it's probably not Dominguez, but makes it easy for Jahmai to score on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Dylan Dingler. So job well done, mission accomplished.
Yeah, we've seen Dominguez enough to know that, and that's why he doesn't have a spot in the Yankee outfield.
Yep.
Not only the guys, obviously, Judge,
a couple guys that can play a little bit.
Bellinger, Grisham, okay, but he just does not. He does not have the arm, it doesn't feel like, to play the outfield. I don't think there's any question he's going to hit. Swing and a miss. First at bat for Wenzel Perez. Up and in. So walk, single, aggressive base running. Jones gets over to third. I don't think the Tigers are going to take the foot off the gas when it comes to base running this year.
I don't think they should. Make the other team play catch. An above average catch.
Popped up. DeYoung makes the catch. Perez pops out. Jahmai Jones scores a go-ahead run. Sacrifice fly from Dingler.
Can't stop this. Let's go. Can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this never.
NBA, always something different.
All night, every night.
Nailed it.
Damn good.
Bucket.
Oh, get that out of here.
Yes!
Boom.
Bang! Count it.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
MLB The Show 26 has more roads to greatness than ever before.
Makes the grab at the wall.
Bringing expanded amateur years, 19 colleges, the chance to leave your legacy at Cooperstown, captaining your squad for the World Baseball Classic, and action that feels more real than ever. With so many ways to play, you might have to steal time from somewhere else.
Great work, Aaron. He's a little stiff today, no?
MLB The Show 26. Make your mark.
Rated E for everyone.
It has been far too long, and it is officially baseball season again.
It's the best day of the year.
It's showtime.
It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
How much fun is he to watch?
Well, when you throw 7 pitches in one inning and then 8 in the next, and you're trying to push your pitch count up, Framber Valdez, you're going to get another inning. Framber Valdez, you can just about bet, will face a batter or two, unless he gets 3 outs and 7 pitches. But he's probably coming out at 75 pitches, right in that area. She said it's both about the number of ups as well as pitch count at this point, your last start. This is your Game 2 starter in the regular season. And I tell you, the 1-2 punch of Skubal and Valdez, that's just flat out exciting. This is an ace. It's out of play. Set the defense for you. We've had a few changes the last couple of innings. Zach McKinstry moves from second over to third. Chase Young now in the game at second. Jones and Vierling came in last inning. Wenzel Perez is now in right. Jason Dominguez takes a pitch outside. So this is a 4-pitch at bat. That one's hit hard and past Matt Vierling. Dominguez might end up on third. And he will. Leadoff triple for Dominguez.
Dominguez hits this ball real hard. Vierling got a good jump on it and almost got to where he could get a glove on it, but it was shaded a little bit right center.
Dominguez had a big spring with the bat. As I said, he can hit. There's just no spot for him. Let's go Tigers chant. Infield in tight, left on left. Will Wells bunt again? I'm saying no.
He will challenge the pitch, though.
Pitch was called strike. The batter is challenging.
It looked pretty strike-ish. I mean,
The call is confirmed.
You're and Andy, that's a catcher.
Well, it's catcher when they're behind the plate, right, Dan? Not when the catcher's hitting.
That's
He's
a
whole
great
different
example of why there's a huge difference. That's a catcher who knows the strike zone, and the view as a hitter is completely different.
Now that one's the one he should potentially challenge, and this is where you get into, now you get in flustered mode here.
For me, please.
Now he's getting in flustered mode here because he's like, no, there's no way that was a strike. Was that the strike?
And it wasn't.
That's you know, you use the other one, and now you're like, oh boy, here we go too.
You can't complain at that point. Well, the count should be. Oh, it's 0-2. It should be 1-1.
He could have challenged Dan, but it takes a lot of gumption.
They have one left?
I think they got one left.
Yeah.
If you mess up one, and then the very next pitch, you mess up the second one, Skip's going to be like, no more for you.
Yeah, Neon, the home plate umpire, could have said, hey, you don't like it? Challenge. Infield in tight. The 1-2. Slider low. That was funny. Catcher challenging it. It's not just catching the strikeout. It's a full balls width in the strike zone.
They got Framber pacing around. He wants the strikeout. He was going for the strikeout with that slider right there. See if he gives him another slider or tries to paint the outside corner with a heater.
Got him up and in with the slider, and that'll be the end of his day. 77 pitches. You are going to hear a big reaction from this crowd at Joker Marchant Stadium. The big offseason signing. He is going to add so much to this staff. Listen to this crowd.
The 5 Japanese-born players are returning to play in a major league game in front of their nation's fans for the first time.
This is the start of a journey for our team. We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
These Japanese players are showing the kids this can be a dream for you if you want it.
Japan has taken baseball and recreated it in its own image.
Homecoming, the Tokyo Series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with Pitch, Hit, and Run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, Hit, and Run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's a good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it. Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this batter, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
Get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
Right, and you're just going to hold on to it?
Spring. He was, I would call it a surprise, big first signing of the offseason. But this spring, we have seen why the Tigers signed him after an outstanding, electric year in Korea last year. Tiger fans are going to like watching this guy pitch. He's got stuff. He's got a kick change that he feels like is just a weapon that makes him at times unhittable. There it is right there, the kick change. It's just the way you grip the ball. Middle finger comes off the ball. So you're digging into it with your fingertip. But
and 2 types of breaking
multiple
balls.
Weapons.
Got the slider and the curveball, kick change, and he's got a nice 4-seam fastball. So by the time you see some of this other arsenal, that fastball all of a sudden plays up big time.
Shot foul off the changeup. Doesn't want it there. He's a genial guy. I mean, he's easy to talk to, very friendly, but he is a competitor on the mound. Popped up. Playable for Colt Key. They had a bit of an adventure at the end as the wind pushed it around a little bit. For the big second out with a potential tying run at third, allows the infield to back up.
Well, that was perfect.
Max Schumann.
That was perfect. After the kick change, he went right to that high fastball. After seeing slider, changeup, that 92 up seems like 98. Get in on the hands. Good pitch selection, good execution. That's just a guy that knows how to pitch. For a catcher, it's a dream because you know he can put it where he needs to.
This is a guy who was a starter in Korea. He's been in Korea, Japan for the last 4 years. Best year was last year. He's going to work long out of the bullpen, and I think the Tigers envision looking at him as someone who can go through an order once, maybe even twice if need be. He hasn't been stretched out a ton this spring. But this is a guy that you will see work multiple innings and play a major role in the Tigers bullpen this year. And at some point, it will not be a surprise to see him start. Again, you're going to have guys down at Toledo who are going to be stretched out and will probably be the first person called up. But it will be interesting to see at some point you try to stretch him out while he stays on the major league roster, 3-inning start, a 4-inning start, build him up if need be. Given good health, chances are he'll be in the bullpen for most of the year. 3-0, missed inside. He had superb command in Korea, and he's been a strike thrower this spring. He just said what he's been watching, again, he just doesn't look at spring stats. What he's been watching with Drew Anderson is making sure that he uses all of his pitches in every outing, even though he's not going to get long outings. Make sure that you continue to have that 4-pitch mix. But we can tell you what the numbers are. 1 earned run on 9 hits with 17 strikeouts in 12 innings of work. It's a good amount of swing and miss.
Well, there's a heater. Center cut, 96. Swing and a miss. That's a good sign. If you get swing and miss on heaters like that, something about it's playing nicely.
Softly to short, Javi Baez will take care of Corona. 7th inning stretch time. Tigers by 1.
Grabs the rebound, pushes it ahead, finds the open man, he puts it up, scores!
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win. FanDuel, play your game.
You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this.
We heard you loud and clear, show fans, and we're giving you more in Road to the Show 2026. More colleges with 19 total colleges you can play with. More ambition with new goals and achievements to keep you dialed in every game and every at-bat. More perks to unlock and unleash. More milestones to cement your legacy. Every at-bat, every game, every goal paves your road to Cooperstown.
This Tokyo series is a way to showcase what baseball means to Japan.
We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
All of Japan will say they were at this game.
Homecoming, the Tokyo Series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
The Padres and Diamondbacks first. This is your last chance to get the first 5 games on us if you subscribe today. Don't miss a second of the action. Go to DetroitTigers.com/Sportsnet. DetroitTigers.com/Sportsnet to learn more and subscribe today. Max Anderson has had a good spring. Biggest questions about him. I think most people think, Andy, that he can hit.
Yep.
And the questions were about his defense. Kind of like Kevin McGonigal, Max Anderson has looked very strong defensively. And again, both have talked about the work that the staff has done with them. But we've seen him make plays. He's even been surprised by some of the balls he's gotten to. But a lot of work has gone into that. Pops this one up to the new center fielder, Gabrielson. Shielding his eyes from the sun. Whoa, he hung with it. That was not easy. Hung with it, made the play.
One good thing about the sun on a baseball field is it doesn't move. So generally, you can figure out a way around it as long as you get the angle right.
The whole key was what for you? Just getting off to the side.
Just get it off to the side. You know where it's at. Don't look directly into it if you can avoid that, because that's where you lose them. But usually, if you move 3 or 4 feet to the left or to the right on those high ones, it's not in the sun. It always baffled me. Guys lose the ball in the sun on a high pop-up.
You do not think that should happen?
No. Just move to the side of it. Just change.
Do something.
Change the angle.
Move. Javi Baez can't find the big sweeper from Yarbrough.
The harder ones when it's the setting sun and it's kind of like right in line.
Yeah.
With home plate and you're playing on a corner outfield spot or a corner on the infield. Then it's more the read off the bat's tough.
That one's going to go down the line, and that might be 3. Javi Baez is going to stop at second base. Schumann gets the ball in. Ground ball down the right field line. It's a good feeling for him. He's had a good day. 2 hard balls up the middle, 1 for a single, and now the ground ball down the right field line.
That's what we saw Javi do at the beginning of last year, and he was very effective, taking the fastball the other way, which allowed him to stay on the slider and lay off some of those pitches away, those softer sliders and breaking balls away. I think that's a good approach for Javi to take into the season.
John Peck will pinch run for Javi. Tigers trying to add to a 2-1 lead. John Peck, now standing at second base, is really impressed. He's had a lot of good at-bats. Tigers obviously knew about his glove, but for us to get a chance to watch him play, he can just flat out pick it. Wherever they put him, but especially at short. Just smooth actions. Makes plays.
Well, you look at his makeup. He just looks athletic, and he plays the part, too. That's one of the things that Scott Harris was big on. He said, we're going to get younger and we're going to get more athletic. And he has got some really good athletes coming up through this system now.
Tigers talk about it all the time. The glove plays. And AJ says with John Peck, it's soft hands and innate timing.
Yeah.
And you can see it. The bat, yeah, level to level, you're going to have some struggles. The glove, when you play like he does, that translates. That one might translate. Deep. Center fielder. Wow. Gabrielson lost it in the sun. He tried, but he came over. Ball hopped the fence. What should have been out number 2 is a double for Matt Bearding and a 3-1 lead for the Tigers.
The old classic sun ball got him. Right there, he's like, I don't see it, and it's going to hit me in the head. No, it didn't hit me in the head. That one's hard to get an angle on because you got to run.
I was going to say, on that ball, it's different than the one that's right at you where you can get an angle.
Usually, I just keep running through the sun, and it'll pop out on the other side. That takes a little bit of risk because you could Jose Canseco it. It could hit you in the head and go over. But is the risk worth the reward? That's what you got to ask yourself.
Yeah, it takes trust.
Or your left fielder can come over and try to catch it. That's another option, right? It's a tough game out there.
Chase Young's first at-bat of the game. 3rd inning of work for Yarbrough. Single runs each of the last 3 innings for the Tigers. They've taken the 3-1 lead. Single here, and they could make it a 3-run lead. Chase Young has had a lot of good at-bats this spring. Made the swing change last year. We all heard about the funky setup and swing that he had, stance. Changed the swing last year. It took a while. Hard to change something you've done your whole life mid-season, even if it's in the minor leagues. He finished with a 900 OPS his last 200 at-bats. And we've seen the improved hitter. He's also a better defender.
Well, they kind of, like we talked about McGonigal earlier, with his more still in the head, a little less body movement. Jace had quite a bit of body movement his first couple call-ups, and they've just eliminated some of that. That'll help him catch up to the fastball, see the ball better out of the pitcher's hand.
Former first-round pick, 12th overall. Don't forget about Chase Young. I know it feels like, well, some guys have bypassed him, obviously. But if you can hit, you're going to get a chance at some point.
Well, that's why it's so important to keep developing guys, because at some point the roster looks different as you go through the year. Opening day roster is opening day roster. A week later it can look different. A month later it looks different. 3 months later it looks different. So to have the depth to continue to bring guys up who are improving is great.
That's a great thing for fans to remember. Again, some difficult decisions if McGonigal makes the team. There's going to be a tough choice about how they're going to make room for him on the roster, because somebody in this camp, a good player, is not going to be on the roster. Flip over to first. Chase Young, I think, got frozen by Yarbrough's little hesitation move there. He got frozen for a split second.
Goldschmidt tried to sneak in behind him. He wasn't expecting it. There's a runner in front of him at second. They tried to catch him sleeping.
But it's a good point to remember that whatever the opening day roster is, as Andy just said, it's the opening day roster. Meaning there will be plenty of changes during the course of the season.
But that's why the depth's so important. That's why when you have a very competitive camp like the Tigers have right now, man, that pays dividends over a 162-game season. So you can bring up guys who can really contribute and help you win ball games.
Torque takes a pitch off the plate and in. Tigers used 36 pitchers last year, 22 position players. Almost 60 players made an appearance. You start the season with, well, at all times, you have a 26-man roster. Softly to center field. Don't tell me Gabrielson he's trying to fake.
That was hit too low to get in the sun, but nice job trying to deke him, seeing if maybe he could get a little double play.
Matt Vierling was not buying. A run off Yarbrough here in the 7th inning on the misplayed fly ball. So the Yankees making a change here, and we'll be back in 30 seconds after this message from
the 5 Japanese-born players are returning to play in a major league game in front of their nation's fans for the first time.
This is the start of a journey for our team. We get to honor our teammates by coming to their home country.
These Japanese players are showing the kids this can be a dream for you if you want it.
Japan has taken baseball and recreated it in its own image.
Homecoming, the Tokyo Series, premieres March 27th on the CNN app.
Baseball and community go hand in hand. And with pitch, hit, and run, you can make a lasting impact. Register to showcase the foundational skills of young athletes from your local community in the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball, known as Pitch, Hit, and Run. Make an impact today. Pitch, hit, and run. Scan the QR code to sign up and host an event.
Logan Reaver getting ready to talk to Framber Valdez, who had a terrific start today, the first start of the spring, pitching into the 7th inning because he was just so gosh darn effective.
I mean, that backdoor breaking ball today was insane. You can see him just pulling the string with it. That thing looks like it's going to the backstop, and hitters give up on it. They swing over it. But that all comes from getting ahead. It counts. Then he can go to the breaking ball. That was definitely his pitch, preferred pitch for the strikeout today. Lots of ground balls, a very standard Framber Valdez outing.
Wanted to get into the mid-70s with his pitch count, and he needed to pitch into the 7th inning to do it. That's efficient. It was fun to watch him operate. We've been watching him all spring, and it's just a pleasure to watch him pitch. He'll be joining us in just a moment. I'll tell you that Jahmai Jones is striding to the plate to face Angel Chavi. Chavi was with Colorado the last couple of years, has not had much success, but clearly the Yankees see something in this arm. They're like, man, maybe if we get him out of Colorado.
That's a real thing.
With a lot of pitchers, right?
It's a real thing, especially guys that can spin it a little bit.
Maybe we can do something with this guy. There's a lot of base runners and 13 home runs in those 59 innings. Pretty good looking slider, and gets a swing and miss. We know that Jahmai Jones can hit lefties, ridiculous numbers against lefties last year. That was his role, coming off the bench or getting a start against a left-handed starter. He torched lefties. He can hit righties, too. The Tigers believe he can hit righties, too. It's just that wasn't his role last year. Slider wipes him out. That's apparently why the Yankees like this young man. That's a really good slider. Tigers add a run, lead by 2.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay.
Okay.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought.
Oh, my God.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
Can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Never.
We heard you loud and clear, show fans, and we're giving you more in Road to the Show 2026. More colleges with 19 total colleges you can play with. More ambition with new goals and achievements to keep you dialed in every game and every at-bat. More perks to unlock and unleash. More milestones to cement your legacy. Every at-bat, every game, every goal paves your road to Cooperstown.
It's showtime.
It is opening day. There's nothing like it.
Never run from what I'm faced with. Came out the basement, young, strong, and courageous.
It is time to go under the awning, the Marygrove awning. Let's go down to Logan Reaver, who's with Framber Valdez. Logan.
Dan, thanks so much. Here with Framber Valdez, and Carlos going to translate for us. Getting your first standing ovation as a member of the Tigers. How did that feel?
¿Cómo te sientes tú con tu primera ovación de pie del parte del público como miembro de los Tigres de Detroit?
Me siento bien, me siento feliz con los fanáticos, me siento bien con los muchachos, o sea, el apoyo me gusta, cuando apoyan a uno se siente bien, se siente en familia, se siente confiado.
It felt very good. It felt great. I mean, having the support of my guys, my teammates, and also from the fan base down here, when you get that support, it's amazing.
We had a pickoff attempt in this game, a successful one on top of it. I'm sure it's a part of the game that you're working on. How much have you emphasized that this offseason?
Tuviste un tiro a base, un error en base. Sabemos que ha sido parte del trabajo que tú has hecho. ¿Cómo ha sido ese proceso para llegar hasta aquí y hacer eso?
No, eso es lo que he venido. En verdad, lo que más he practicado en este pintre de viraje, segunda, viraje primera, porque me fue muy mal el año pasado virándome. Y yo creo que me enfoqué mucho en eso, que sabemos que mi picheo lo mantengo, la consistencia, el enfoque en cada picheo, en cada salida, y decidí meterle un 70% de enfoque a virarme a la base.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been working on as much as I could. Try to pick off at first, try to pick off at second. I know my pitching is there, I know my stuff is there, but one of the things I work out the most, let's say 70% this preseason, is doing the pickoff attempt to the bases. That's some stuff I'm working, and you saw it today.
This is going to be your first real start with a new team for the first time. What are the emotions that go along with that, just holding a different jersey?
Esta puede que sea la salida grande con un nuevo equipo. ¿Cómo se siente tener una salida así como esta, en un público así con una camiseta diferente?
Bueno, No, lo estoy sintiendo bien, se está viendo bien, las cosas pintan bien, nuevo equipo, nuevo compañero, nuevo staff, nuevo manager, y yo pienso que debo dar lo mejor de mí, enfocarme y no quedar mal delante de mis fans, mis compañeros, y hacer el buen trabajo que ellos necesitan y esperan.
I've been feeling pretty good. On stuff like I'm getting to that today. And I have a new team, new manager, new teammates, new staff, and all of them are rooting for me. So I got to do my best and give my best just to make things happen and get the positive that we're looking for.
And last one for you, making your return back to the Dominican Republic, just to see all of those kids that you once were. What was that like for you?
Regresando tu primera salida después de tu regreso a la República Dominicana, luego de que hicimos esa visita a la escuela, ¿cómo fue la experiencia para ti de visitar a aquellos niñitos en la escuela?
Fue una experiencia buena, una experiencia que yo siempre he querido, quise cuando fui muchacho, nunca la vi. Por ahora yo la hago con amor, la hago con gratitud y me siento feliz que los niños se sienten felices de vernos, a profesionales, ir a su escuela, brindarle pizza, brindarle donaciones de parte del equipo de Detroit, y es algo que me siento bien porque lo estamos haciendo de corazón.
It was a great experience. You know, since I was a kid, I was looking for doing something like that. I was seeing something like that as a kid. Now that I'm a professional and I'm an athlete, it was grateful for me that I'm able to do that, to pay a visit, to talk to the kids, deliver some pizzas, and have such a fun moment with them.
So Frommer, congratulations, and best of luck on the start coming up here in San Diego. We'll be right back. Much more action here coming up.
The longest this year, 122 miles an hour. Talk about electricity.
Last year's StatCast standouts were off the charts. Who's ready to wow this season? Find out in the 2026 StatCast preview, Wednesday at 9 Eastern on MLB Network.
Young, strong, and courageous, that's how I made it.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
Training is brought to you by McDonald's of Michigan. Try a snack wrap today. Get you a snack wrap from McDonald's. My little Jack man likes those, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Little snack wrap, little
check.
Tender. Yeah, little chicken tendy, tortilla, ranch dressing, cheese, lettuce. What's not to like? But he doesn't even like tortillas. He's a funny guy.
He is a funny guy.
Yeah.
Trey Cruz batting, switch hitter batting lefty. The new pitcher is Giovanni Cruz, 26-year-old native of the Dominican Republic. Been well-traveled in recent years from the Cubs to the Padres to Boston. Had a very good winter pitching in the Dominican Winter Leagues. Cruz swings and misses, and we just saw why the Yankees are giving him a chance. So he's bounced around, but when you see triple digits, you're going to keep getting chances.
That's right. As long as you're throwing 100 and it's in the strike zone.
That has been the problem in recent years, getting the ball into the strike zone. But you're going to keep getting chances, that's for sure. Brendan Hannafy just had a good inning for the Tigers. Not that he needed a good inning, but I think for himself he needed a good inning.
Yeah.
I think the Tigers know. I mean, AJ talked about this yesterday. We're going to judge him not on necessarily the spring, but we're going to judge him on the bulk of his, career the last 2 years. He needs to get lefties out a little bit better. He's working on things. That was a good inning for Brennan Hannafy, giving Goldschmidt, Cabrera, and Rosario. Down and in. Did it hit him? It did. We'll bring friends, family, and colleagues, teammates, heck, everyone you know to Comerica Park this season. It's an unforgettable experience. You know, one thing has remained true through the years. There's no such thing as a bad day at the ballpark. Group tickets are now available for the 2026 season. Learn more at tigers.com/groups. Base it into right for Tomas Nido. Trey Cruz will scoot over to third. First two are on for the Tigers here in the bottom of the eighth.
Nido wasting no time. In the box, he knows this guy throws hard. Looking to get the head of the bat out. Smashes one to right field. Nido's a good guy to have in the organization, Dan.
He just is, isn't he?
He's caught some serious pitchers in his career. He knows this staff. Worked it last year some. Very solid guy behind home plate.
What he just did there is kind of what he did when he got called up when Jake Rogers was hurt early last year. He just sprayed line drives everywhere.
Yep.
He went 10 for 33 in his time with the Tigers, and it was all line drive singles, it felt like. He just hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball the opposite way. This is not a guy who has any track record as a hitter, but he can do that. Wenzel Perez pops it up. It's an all-new defensive alignment, and the new left fielder is Arias, and he'll hand it off after running all the way in. You know, that doesn't look like there's much of a breeze, but it's picked up a little bit. It clearly was pushing that ball down. Runners at the corners, one out. That flag was limp 3 innings ago. Runners at the corners, one out for Max Anderson. Keep an eye on this young man. Mostly at Erie, 32 games at Toledo. He just raked at Erie, hit over 300. Nice power, doubles power, some home run power. Numbers dropped a little bit at Toledo, but just about everybody agrees that Max Anderson is going to hit. Question was about his defense. We've watched him with the actions this spring, the range. He's making plays, mostly at second base. 101. Wow.
Cruz is letting rip. Started him off with a slider, first pitch of the at-bat, and then went up and in with 2 heaters. It's a tough pitch to lay off of. When you're trying to be aggressive and drive in a run, you see the ball up, you don't want to hit it on the ground. But at 102, it'll get on you in a hurry.
Double-A last year with Boston, he walked 44 in 59 innings. So that's a walk rate near 7 per 9. That's going to have to come down because that doesn't usually get better as you go up. But this is also someone that the Yankees are going to keep a very close eye on, you would think. Peck fouls it back. Listed at 6'1", 6 foot, 180. Looks bigger than that, doesn't he? Strong legs. Peck has had a good spring at the plate and in the field. He pops it up. Gabrielson, the center fielder, has been battling the sun all day. He turns that into an adventure. Makes the play. We head to the ninth. Tigers lead at 3-1 after 8.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
You know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
Hawks, Pelicans, Raptors, dinosaur parlay.
Okay.
I feel like mascots should affect the over-under, no? Try saying player props 3 times fast. Player props, player props, player props. A little easier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know. Ooh, betting in space? I'll be honest, I think the moon's overrated. I'm sorry. Back to my original thought.
Oh, my God.
New customers get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bets don't win.
You can't stop this. Let's go. You can't stop this. Let's go. Never.
We heard you loud and clear, show fans, and we're giving you more in Road to the Show 2026. More colleges with 19 total colleges you can play with. More ambition with new goals and achievements to keep you dialed in every game and every at-bat. More perks to unlock and unleash. More milestones to cement your legacy. Every at-bat, every game, every goal paves your road to Cooperstown.
Spring Breakout is back. Don't miss the Major League stars of the future.
How about 101, 101, 102? Yep, it's a showcase.
And current stars of minor league baseball as they go head-to-head representing their Major League affiliate from March 19th through March 22nd.
Anthony, Campbell, and Meyer all going deep.
Tickets, broadcast information, and more can be found at MLB.com/Spring Breakout.
Of the Detroit Tigers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers.
Tyler Holton takes him out in ninth inning. Tyler Holton has had a very good spring. It's like, well, he had a disappointing year last year. You know what? Tyler Holton had a good year last year. It's just that he wasn't the completely unhittable Tyler Holton of the previous 2 years. But he did a little examination trying to figure out, okay, what was it? For him, it was just about execution. He said, I just left too many pitches up. But the other thing that we're seeing a lot of pitchers work on this spring, Andy, is, okay, teams know the Tigers are going to be in the strike zone. And they're going to attack more. So now the Tigers have mastered the art of getting ahead and throwing strike one. How can I be more unpredictable? How are they game planning me? Have I gotten predictable in any way? Do I need to sequence my pitches a little bit differently? Tyler Holton's been working on maybe making his fastball a little more effective, using his curveball a little more. So these are the things that are going on this spring. But Tyler Holton, I'm telling you, he's had a really good spring. I think he knows exactly what he needs to do. And I picture him being a lot more like that guy we saw in 23 and 24. He just gave up more home runs last year.
He's looked that way in spring so far. You know, the backdoor cutter to righties has always been a weapon for him, and then the changeup away. And then being able to mix in the curveball and the sinker.
Nice play. Soft ground ball to third. Max Anderson makes it look easy. And that's what we've seen from Max Anderson this spring. That's not an easy play. Charged hard. Little flick.
He got that ball out of the glove quick, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Wow.
So that's quickly 2 up. This is what we've seen with Tyler Holton on the mound all spring. It's quick outs. He's attacking. He's still got that 5-6 pitch mix depending on the day. And he has really dominated this spring.
Yeah, I mean, if you're landing changeups like that, it's going pretty well for you.
Strike one.
And then he mixes it with that backdoor cutter. It's kind of like vintage Tyler Holton.
Yeah.
Hitting the corners, working the spots.
Yeah, did he get a little too predictable with the cutter last year? Might have in certain counts because they know it's his go-to pitch. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, if you're trying to jump the cutter and he throws this wrinkle in here, you'll see a hitter get way out front just like that. You want to get that cutter and hit it down the left field line.
The best change that we've seen him throw, it feels like. Up and away. But command has been his calling card. He said, I never threw hard, so I had to be able to be precise with my location. It just wasn't as sharp last year. Wow, nice finish. Another terrific inning for Tyler Holton. Tigers are breaking camp, heading to West for 2 more exhibition games What'd you like most about the way things went here in Florida the last 4 weeks, Andy?
I think just the competitiveness of this squad and how deep the Detroit Tigers are going into the 2026 season. It's going to be a blast.
Pitching depth really stands out.